Hello friends! If you didn't watch my last video, this is a continuation of my November favorites, sort of. Sort of. I've been kind of binge watching web dramas lately, and I found a couple that I really liked, and I wanted to recommend them. So this is for web dramas that I think every K-pop fan should watch. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying maybe give them a chance, because they're really good. Just so you know, I'm not going to be talking about any kind of like plot stuff, because I don't want to ruin anything. I think the funnest part for watching shows like this is not knowing what's going to happen. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything like that, so you're just going to have to trust me when I say that they're good, and just please trust me. So the first one I want to talk about, I figured I would because it's one of my favorites, and two, I'm kind of biased. So, I just kind of felt the need to include it. EXO Next Door obviously stars EXO, or more specifically EXO-K, but also more specifically like 4 out of 6 of the members of EXO-K. Not necessarily all of them, but all members are in it at one point, and this was around when Tao was still in EXO, so it's OT10 at the time. But EXO-M is maybe in like 2 episodes, like for reals, with like lines and stuff. I would consider it mid-length web drama, and the episodes are on the medium length side, so they're not super short, but they're not super long. I would describe it almost as like a really cheesy fanfic. So you know those fanfics that are like really, really cheesy, and they're kind of awful, but you just can't stop reading them? Like, that's what EXO Next Door is. Not that it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. It was a lot of the members' first time acting, and I think they did a pretty good job for it being their first time, so you have to give them some credit for that. But like I said, it's kind of cheesy, kind of dorky, you know, kind of takes itself a little bit too seriously, but also really funny, in my opinion. They left it at somewhat of an open ending, so it kind of felt like they were planning on giving it a second series, but then they never did, and that made me really sad. If I had to rate EXO Next Door, I would give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the only reason I wouldn't give it the full 5 stars is because of the ending. It annoyed the crap out of me that they changed it. They even said that they changed it because of some fans getting a little bit butthurt over the original. And also, the main character is a little bit annoying. I have a hard time finding a series with characters that I actually like. But the EXO members in it did a good job, and the other actors did a good job. The actress that played the main character did a good job too. I just didn't like the character itself. Number 2 on my list is Dream Night, and Dream Night features GOT7, most specifically 4 of the 7 members, but also all 7 members? I don't really know how to explain it without giving away a lot. It technically features 4 of the members, but also the other 3 are in it as kind of main characters too. It's a somewhat shorter / mid-length series, and the episodes are also kind of in the mid-length as well. It's again one of those like cheesy fanfic type of stories. It feels like they got the script from a fanfiction, but again, it's really interesting to watch. It's really endearing and charming, and you can't really stop watching it. It's pretty addicting, or at least it was in my case. I watched the whole thing in one sitting. That may have been a mistake, because I was very emotional by the end of it. That's another thing, is there are a lot of emotions in the series. It will make you happy and sad and angry and just everything. So be ready for that. It also has a pretty open ending, but again, the ending was something that irritated me. So I give it 4 out of 5 stars because of the ending. They implied that there's going to be a second season, and I think the members even mentioned they were going to work on a second season, but then I haven't heard anything about it. So another thing is there were some unanswered questions for me and uneven parts. I really hated how they didn't give Young very many lines, and Youngjae seemed to be actually pretty good at acting, but they didn't give him much featured time, and that made me sad. And I also kind of wished that they did more backstory on some of the other characters, and I know they probably didn't have time to, and the series just needed to get where it was going and be over with, but I kind of wish that there was a little more backstory. That's my only complaint, if there I had a few complaints, but next is a series called To Be Continued, and it features a group that just debuted this year in 2016 called Astro, and they are the cutest. They're the cutest little babies ever. They're all really young. It's kind of sad, but they make good music and they're adorable. It's a somewhat short series, I would say, and the episodes are like probably around the same as the other ones that I've talked about, maybe. It's got an interesting plot, not really like anything I've ever seen before, though I haven't watched many shows. It has a likable main character, which was nice for me, being someone who's kind of picky about that kind of thing. It was really easy to follow the plot and the story and everything, and it was really engaging, and it made you want to know what was going on. And I even rewatched it after I finished it, just so I could see how different the situation would be if I knew what was going on from the beginning, and it was way more fun to not know. So again, that's why I'm not going to talk about any kind of like plot stuff. I'm going to rate it a 4.5 out of 5, and only because I felt like they forced some of the relationships a little bit too much. But literally that's it. That's the only thing I didn't like. The acting was really good from the members, even though it was their first time, some of them. And they made it really funny and cute, and I enjoyed myself while I was watching it. I finished it so fast because I was just dying to see what happened next. It made me fall in love with Astro. I watched their show, and then it made me look up their music, and now I'm a huge fan. The last one for today, I can never remember the name of, so I will say the wrong thing probably, but I'll put the right thing right here. It's either Click Your Heart or Click My Heart. I can't remember. And it features another group that just debuted this year, but they just debuted like literally 2 months ago, I think. And they are SF9. The series is somewhat short, I would say, and the episodes are pretty short as well. But this has like the most unique premise for a web drama that I have ever seen. Like, again, I haven't watched a lot, but it's really original. It keeps your attention, and it makes you want to know what's going to happen next. So what it is, it's basically an interactive web drama. The episode goes along in the storyline. At the end, there will be 2 choices, and you get to pick A or B, whichever one that you want the character to do. The next episode will show you what would happen if you picked A, and what would happen if you picked B. So first half is A, second half is B, kind of thing. And then at the end of that, you get to pick between 2 more options, and it's really fun. Like, it's so much fun to find something that is so interactive, and trust me, you will have a preferred option every single time, and you will be screaming at the TV like I was. It's really fun to watch it and see how everything progresses, and it's satisfying when you get to see if you chose something that you would consider to be the right option. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 again. It can be a little bit hard to follow at times since it's giving you so many options for things, and I was forgetting what I was choosing, but that's also because I was doing other things at once. And I kind of wish that there were more character details, like more backstories on the characters. But again, it's kind of one of those situations where they probably needed to get through it really fast, and they couldn't focus on a lot of details. Like, they just wanted to get it shot and have the whole thing done. Didn't want it to last like a million episodes, although I would definitely watch a second series for all of these shows. I don't know if I mentioned for To Be Continued, but that one, as well as Click Your Heart or My Heart, whatever, they were both very open-ended, as well as EXO Next Door and Dream Night. I noticed that they do that a lot, probably to satisfy the fans, but who knows. But yeah, that's it. That's my 4 choices. I would like to include a 5th honorable mention because I haven't finished it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna totally like it, but Dream Cells. Really cute. Pretty original as well. Can't give any real details on it because, like I said, I haven't finished it. But yeah, it's good so far. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video and that you found a new drama to watch and enjoy. You're welcome if you did. If you'd like to support my channel, the link to my Patreon will be in the description, as well as my new Facebook page that I was forced to make by Instagram. I'm gonna keep saying that I was forced to make it. I didn't really have to, but I did. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.